Yep, and he's worked with young players, you know, and he understands young players. He understands, you know, how to player management is important, you know, and he's done a great job doing that for us, you know, since he's taken over. And even when he was assistant coach, he was the guy that, you know, when you're an assistant coach, you have more of a relationship with the assistant coach as a player than you do with the head coach, because you're a boss. Because yep, you know, because he's the guy that is kind of like your quote unquote your friend, kind of. You know, he's the guy that you go to talk to about things. You know, the head coach is more like, you know, like the guy that you don't really approach. You know, he's the boss, exactly. So, you know, because of that, I think some of the guys do feel close to him, and you know, the relationship. Obviously now the title's different. He is the head coach, but the relationship with the players, he's done an amazing job in keeping it the same. Where, you know, he's really, you know, like I said, allowing us to really be ourselves, and he is himself. He hasn't changed. He's just John Hackworth, and we love him, you know, for that. Seriously.
Do you find it beneficial coming off in, you know, somewhere around the 60th minute, especially on a short week?
Yeah.
In terms of preserving your legs moving forward?
Definitely. I mean, and we had talked about it at halftime. You know, we got 2 more games coming up within the next 10 days, well, a week actually. So yeah, we had talked about it. He said he wanted to rest some players, and you know, luckily for our team, you know, we're deep, and we have some guys that can go out there and make a difference.
When Antoine comes
when Antoine comes on, it just causes hell out there. You know, it does help, and you know, we were able to do that and still win the game today, so that's great.
And what does it do for the guys on the reserve list? Because, I mean,
always got to be ready.
At some point in every player's career, you know, they've bounced on the reserves, starters, off the roster. When you have Antoine coming in playing the way he has, when you have Gomez coming in and his first appearance in a while, putting the ball in the net, just how cool is that?
It is great. It's great. Everybody's ready. You know, take a guy like Gomez, for example. He's a guy who's a starter, plays. He's a national team player, and then, you know, he gets injured. He hasn't played in a while. He's been on the bench. He hasn't played, but he keeps himself ready. That's a true professional. He keeps himself ready. When he gets a chance to come in, he makes a big difference for us. And for me to see that, you know, I want to be like that. That's how I want to approach everything. And I think some of the younger guys see that, and they're like, that's how it's done.
Can only mean good things.
Exactly. That's how it's done. And it's just a positive vibe around the whole team, and it's really contagious, like you said. And you know, we're all just really happy, and we're all, you know, whenever now when we come in, we know we're all together. We know, you know, we're gonna fight for each other regardless of what, and that's what we can ask for.
All right, awesome. Good luck.
No problem, man.
Freddie, you know that's we talked about how somebody else took charge. Obviously, the team and Coach Hackworth has done a great job. But is there anybody in the locker room that has specifically taken charge?
I think it's all of us. I mean, it really is all of us. I mean, everybody really sat down. We had meetings. You know, we had you know, team meetings, just the players, and we talked about it, man. You know, guys like Brian Carroll, Mike Lahoud, you know, Carlos Valdez, myself, just the guys that have been around for a little bit, and you know, we talked about it. I said, listen, I mean, I've played on some pretty bad teams, and you know, I know it's easy to it's easy to just stop playing and fighting when things aren't going right. But I think, you know, this team is different. This team is different. There's a certain feeling that you get around the guys, and guys are, you know, they want to win. They're winners. They're competitors. So, you know, we talked about how, you know, what everybody really needs to do to really help the team. I mean, it starts off obviously individually, you know, just, you know, looking in the mirror and telling yourself you can give more to the team, and you know, and then that just, once you see somebody else, once you see somebody really killing themselves, working hard, you know, going the extra mile, then it becomes contagious. Then the next person follows, and the next person follows. So, you know, I think those team meetings really helped a lot.
And the last 2 games have obviously been 2 of the best you've played all year. Not sure if you realize, but you're only 9 points back out of the playoffs right
Exactly.
now. What's that mean to you guys,
I mean,
and have
we're
you guys
not out.
discussed that?
We never thought we were out. We just need points, and now we're starting to pick up points. We're starting to pick up wins. We're starting to score goals. We're playing with a lot of confidence. So, things are definitely moving in the right direction. So we're gonna keep at it for sure.
Now that you know that you have this shot in the MLS, and like you said, you never thought that you were out of it, but you finally have that effort that you can get around and get behind in the regular season. How do you balance that with the ever-growing concerns as well as the expectations in the US Open Cup?
I mean, like I said, we take one game at a time. We approach every game like it's our last, and certainly in the US Open Cup, that's the case. In MLS, we feel like that's the case as well, because we do need to get points, and we don't want to be in July and then be out of the playoffs. No, we want to give ourselves a chance all the way to the end, and that's how we're approaching it.
Have you seen any difference after the coaching change, not necessarily in the attitudes, but actually on the field and the way things have been orchestrated?
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously, John Hackler's put his imprint on the team, and
what's that biggest change?
I mean, just the freedom of expression. Like I said, you were just expressing yourself, playing without fear, and you know what? When you lose the ball, it's okay. When you lose the ball, you're not getting yelled at. It's okay. We're professionals. We know what to do when we lose the ball. Get back. Your teammate fights for you, and that's just the way we're playing. He encourages us to take chances, and in taking chances, we're scoring a hell of a lot more goals now. So we're going to keep that.
And if you are to see Sporting Kansas City in 2 weeks, how's that going to be preparing for a team that you just beat down?
We know it's not going to be a 4-0 game again. That's for sure. So but we're going to come out and come out with the same mentality we did against them before, which is just fight, keep fighting, keep playing, play our game. Don't worry about the opponent, we play our game. And I think when we play our game and we come out with the right mentality, we're a very hard team to stop.
Freddy Adu from the Philadelphia Union, thanks for your time.